Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
All right, hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Entertainment Hour on the Coast to Coast Network. Usually we'd have James leading this, but he's out sick, so we hope he gets better. And I haven't done this in a couple of years, so hopefully this goes well. And we have a guest underneath. Kind of underneath. Tim, how's it going today, Tim?
It's doing good. It's nice to be back on the show finally. So, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
And good to see you. Been a while since we've been on the same show. So nice to see you. And the guy next to me, Mr. Bacon, Chris P. Bacon. How are you doing today, Chris?
Doing good. Last show of 2020. Well, not the last show, but last entertainment hour of 2023. So.
Yeah, absolutely. The last show this year for Entertainment Hour, and so we're gonna go over a few things that dealt with this previous year, and I think it'll be a good show. Chris, you know more about the shows on this.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just list a few shows that are coming up.
So coming up, Saturday we're gonna have morning tailgate, or Sunday we're gonna have morning tailgate. Playoff season's almost around the corner. We'll discuss that and the big matchups. We also have Rank 'em with Big B and Tim, who's also on morning tailgate. Both of them are. We also have Sports Minute, Creeping It Real. We got a bunch of shows on the network, so just tune into that and all of our shows.
Yes, absolutely. Tune in. We have shows for everything, pretty much. So, just keep a watch on this network. Now, I'm gonna switch things around a little bit. I know that we had some topics, and I know one of the topics was supposed to have another guest person here, but I don't know if he's going to be on here or not, so we're going to wait for a moment to do that. Jean Carlson, my mom, says, "Hi guys, how's it going, Mom?" And so we're going to go on, and I'm going to talk about plans. I mean, New Year's Eve's coming up in what, two days? So, Chris, what are your plans for New Year's Eve this year?
Probably staying around here. Maybe watch the New York, City New Year's ball drop, and I don't know, just surf channels, seeing what other stations are doing about the New Year's, and kind of celebrate that way.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I wouldn't mind watching the ball drop, but I don't have cable, so that'd be kind of hard. Tim, what about you? What are you gonna do for New Year's Eve?
Well, I'm gonna snack on a whole bunch of Wild Wings, and just eat a lot of junk food and count my casserole. Do my casserole counts at 11:59 p.m. Then I'll start my diet at midnight.
Sounds like a good night, good plan. It's just like Christmas and Christmas Eve. I'm just gonna go and do whatever comes along, and so I can't predict what I'm gonna end up doing, but I'm gonna do something. So man, New Year's Eve, 2024 is really coming up here. So, and so the next topic is so we've had I not including a lot of sports athletes and wrestlers and everything like that. But I did look up online that we did have 96 celebrity deaths this year.
Dang.
So, which is a lot. And like I said, that's not including sports, not wrestling, football, baseball, none of it. So, a lot of celebrities did die this year, and there is a top 10 list of celebrity, favorite celebrities that we have that did pass away this year. So Chris, I don't know if Tim did it or not, or if Tim knew about it, but Chris, go ahead and start off with your top 10.
Oh man, I can't speak. I didn't really make one. I can find a list or something, but
Okay, well, I mean, even if you want to name a few, go ahead. I mean, there's a lot of celebrities and athletes out there that did die. So, I mean, at least name a few, or if you want.
I can't. Off the top of my head, I'll have to find it, but I can't think off the top of my head of who it was. Do you have a top 10 list?
Yeah, I do. Tim, do you have a few in your in mind, or?
Yeah. The Friends actor that passed away. I'm Matthew Perry. That was pretty recent that happened, so that was a pretty big one right there. Then, if you guys remember, it was Honey Boo Boo or that TV show. I think her mom passed away as well. Her sister did. So, Tony Bennett is one of them who passed away back in July. And there was a TV show that I watched was called This Is Us on NBC and stuff. And there was an actor who played a father on there. It was Ron Jones. He passed away. He did a great job in that series as well. So, and also Bob Barker. I mean, who can forget that one?
Yeah.
And there's I'm looking up the list now. I think it was 3 days ago. Tom Smothers passed away. One of the Smother brothers, or he was here on the news, but
yeah, I did happen to see that.
There's a lot of I think the Honey Boo Boo sister that you're talking about was Anna Cardwell, also known as Chickadee. Ryan O'Neal passed. All of them will be missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was quite a bit. I know Jerry Springer was one of them, and Richard Belzer, who was huge on the NBC Law and Order show. I think he's been there since that show was created. I think that was a huge loss for that series right there.
Yeah, I absolutely.
Summers.
So, do you want me to go ahead and have me do my list here?
Sure.
All right. And my list, I have Matthew Perry. I have, and it's not just the celebrity, celebrities from TV, movies, whatever. I did include in that the professional athletes too. So I did mention Bray Wyatt. That was a huge loss to the wrestling world. Because he did very well, in wrestling, and just a major loss right there. And he actually could have done very well in the future. So that was big. I also have like Steve Harwell, who's the singer of Smash Mouth. Really good band. I really liked them as a teenager. I have Jimmy Buffett, Bob Barker, the Iron Sheik, Jerry Springer, Suzanne Summers, Terry Funk, David McCallum from NCIS. Then I have, people like Jay Briscoe, Ryan O'Neal from Malibu's Most Wanted. That's how I know him from. And then Darren Drozdoff from the old Attitude Era back in the late 90s in the WWE. So, I mean, there's been a lot this year. So, anybody else want to name any more before we move on?
I think you got most of them. I did forget quite a bit because I really don't pay attention really much to all that stuff that does happen, and most of the time I'm like, who's that? But I think that was a pretty good list. Yep.
Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and move on. Now, I have on here the 10 best shows of 2023 that I had gotten from our main leader, James. I got it's the best 10 best shows of 2023 on TV and streaming. So I'm going to go ahead and read those down. And I was reading some of these, I've never even heard of them. But number 10 is Party Down. 9 is For All Mankind. Number 8 is Poker Face. Number 7 is Slow Horses. Again, I don't know how they're in the top 10, but whatever. Number 6 is Jury Duty. Number 5 is The Last of Us. Number 4 is Reservation Dogs. Number 3 is Beef. Number 2 is The Bear. And number 1 is Succession. I mean, have you guys even heard of any of that?
Oh, yeah. I've heard quite a few.
Okay. And Brandon Herrera's messaging saying, "What's up, Chris, Mabry, Tim Fielder," and I don't like Dominic Mysterio, so I'm not his biggest fan. But supposed to be Dragon Viper. Hey, Brandon, we had a question. Are you gonna come on and talk about your movie that you wanted to review? I know James had it part of the list here, but I wasn't sure if you were still gonna come on here and do that.
Yep.
Anyway, while we're waiting for an answer from him, so there are other shows that are going to come out in January 2024. And I mean, I'm not going to go through an entire list, but there are a few I'm going to point out. Like one, it's called Foe, and you'll see it on Prime Video January 5th. And it just, I mean, it's a sci-fi, has Aaron Pierre in it, and it's about sci-fi thriller. Let's see. It's about two people who live on a Midwestern farm ravaged by climate change. One day, a mysterious stranger arrives with the news that the Junior has been selected for a mission to colonize another planet. During the years he's gone, the government will replace him with a robotic clone to keep them company. So, I mean, that kind of sounds okay. Sounds like an okay show. And then Brandon commented and said, "I will see, maybe not tonight." Okay, he's doing family stuff. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that on for next week then. Brandon's movie review, and I'm not going to announce it because I make it a little bit of a surprise because it's a movie I want to see. So we'll hopefully get to see him next week. And then, Echo is going to be on Hulu and Disney Plus January 9th. And it has Alaka Cox as Maya Lopez, returning to her hometown to come to terms with her dark past and start embracing her Native American roots after the events of the Hawkeye TV show. However, Marvel swears you don't need to have done your homework for watching. So it's got Charlie Cox in it and Vincent De Onofrio, whoever that is. Never heard of him. And then the other thing I'm going to mention is Ted. There's a TV show or TV series on Peacock. Ted, supposed to go off of the 2 movies that's out there. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, those were pretty funny movies.
Yeah, they were. They were actually really funny, and I enjoyed watching them. So, I'm kind of interested in watching the TV series and see if it's as good as movies, or it could be as lame, or it could be lame. Chucky did the same thing. Child's Play. They had the Child's Play movies, and then they did a TV series, and it was terrible. So,
Well, they still during the TV series.
Yeah, I just didn't care for it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just something I don't. I saw the first couple episodes. I'm like, yeah, this just it doesn't do it for me. So, obviously it's good because they're still out there airing. So, anyway, has anybody seen anything that they want to? Seen advertisements or anything for streaming or theaters that they want to watch?
Oh, like for TV shows, I've seen quite a bit. There's two Star Wars series that are supposed to go on Disney Plus. One Skeleton Crew, then I forget what the other one's called. I'm missing it at the top of my head. I know it starts with it's a Acolyte or something like that with the Star Wars series. Another one on Netflix that's coming out in 2024 is the Last Airbender. So and it's live action, but the problem with that, they don't have the original creators of that series. So I don't know what to expect for that one because they quit during the filming of all of that. And also one of my personal DC favorites is Batman. And they're doing a spin-off show called The Penguin on Max. You can get that on Max right there. There's a lot. I'm a big fan of Yellowstone. I like that. It's going to be the last season of it. I don't know, but I heard rumors there could be a season 6 coming out of that. So we'll wait and see on that. But like I said, there is a lot of TV shows I am interested in that is coming into 2024. And since we don't have the writer's strike anymore, and also The Simpsons, they live on. I'm excited also.
Oh wow, yeah, they're coming out with another season of them.
Oh yeah, there's like 36 seasons of it. I don't know.
They're predicting a lot.
Wow.
Well, their predictions are true.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like me. Let's not just do January. Let's just do the entire 2024. Of what we've heard, and it's like I can't remember if it was 24 or 25 that's coming out, but I want to see the last season of Stranger Things. I can't, I do want to see that. And it kind of sucks. It'll be the last season, but the kids are already grown up pretty much, so they gotta get this done before they're completely grown up, not wanting to do the show anymore. Um, I mean, there's Beverly Hills Cop 4 coming out, called Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley. That's coming out in 2024. I mean, there was one I just saw. Where was it? But there was one I did see that I wanted to watch, and but anyway, yeah, there's a lot of movies coming out in 2024 that I'm actually interested in seeing at this point.
Yeah, there's a few of them so far.
I mean, so yeah, just have an idea out there of, for people who actually want to watch movies and TV shows that are coming out.
There's one, I think it had Snoop Dogg in it, where he becomes like a football coach. They showed it on Prime yesterday during the game.
Yeah, I
think it had,
saw something about that.
It looked kind of good. Kind of gave the Adam Sandler Waterboy kind of feel to it, but
yeah.
Which movie was this?
I can't remember what it was, but it has Snoop Dogg in it.
It had Snoop Dogg as the coach.
Yeah.
Well, Snoop Dogg's big into football, so I can see that. Could that be like a reality TV show? Because he has his own.
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's on Prime, or going to be on Prime.
And then there's also from my understanding, they're remaking Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or they remade it.
Well, see,
with Donald Glover.
I thought that was a TV show that's coming out. Is
it a TV show? Oh, you're right. Never mind. I just saw that season 1. Yeah, so it's actually a TV show. That should be interesting too.
So Snoop Dogg's movie is called The Underdogs. And there's a trailer posted on YouTube.
Doggy Fizzle.
Oh, and to answer your question there, Tim, it's Star Wars: The Acolyte.
Yeah, The Acolyte. Yeah, but I'm more interested in the Skeleton Crew, though. So
yeah. So, and has anybody, either one of you, I don't care who, has either one of you watched anything this week, like a movie or TV show, or like retro? I mean, not retro. Wow, that's going way back. I
watched. So, my wife and I, we watch Christmas movies when we like during like December and stuff. We did watch a real oldie. It was Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a more of a musical type thing, and it's back in the 50s. I think it was made in like 54 or something like that. So,
oh wow, that's way back.
But we got Die Hard in there, so don't worry.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Is that a Christmas movie? I don't know.
No, we're not starting that. But no, I actually did. I mean, Chris, did you watch one before I get into that?
I mean, during the holidays, I don't know if I sat and watched it, but Home Alone was on the first one.
But yeah, I watched like a few of the Christmas movies, and Home Alone and Nightmare Before Christmas and a Christmas movie. And then one night, a friend of mine actually told me to watch a movie. I watched it, didn't care for it, but it's called Saltburn. And it's just pretty much about this guy being friends with someone from college. And I don't know if one of my friends is listening to it, so I don't want to give it away because I don't know if they've seen it yet. But it is definitely a movie that I will not watch ever again. I don't think it's weird. It definitely has the moments of WT, so.
I I had a moment like that earlier this year on a movie. It was called Moonfall. You can actually watch it on Max, and it was starring Halle Berry, and I think I wasted 2 hours of my entire life watching that movie.
Yeah, I get that. I wasted about 2 hours watching Saltburn, so yeah, I definitely get that one.
Yeah, it had Halle Berry and Keith Sutherland in it, and I'm like, okay, that should be a good cast. Nope, the movie was just no.
Well, and I mean, I guess it would help some movies if they had a cast that had at least a couple people in it where you kind of would be comfortable with it, going, okay, a couple of these actors or actresses, I'm used to them. Okay, now I could get more into this film. The cast for Saltburn, I did not. There is nobody in there that I recognized, and it's just kind of like, okay, well, I'll try and get into this movie. I watched all of it, and I'm like, yeah, never again. So, and yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, are you guys excited for 2024 with the new movies coming out, or?
I'm
overdue, I think. But
yeah, I mean, with that strike, I think it pushed a lot of things back, a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, and so I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to come out with. I mean, like I mentioned, I'm waiting for Beverly Hills Cop 4. So, I mean, I like the really, I like the other three.
I mean, it's just like Bad Boys. I mean, they're just trying to keep franchises alive. Like they're giving franchises like CPR to stay alive. Like I just can't do it anymore. Like with all these like remakes and everything else, I'm like, just leave it alone.
Well, I mean, you look at a movie like Ghostbusters. They're coming out in 2024 with another new one. And
wait, what?
I don't mind remakes. I don't mind continuations of movies if they have the same characters. Now, if they don't have the same characters, that's where I have a problem with them. And them remaking or them continuing on their series of movies and things like that. That's where I have a problem.
What
Yeah,
what about cast and crew, like the voices? Like if it's you're saying like it's if it was animated, the same person that did a certain character.
I mean, animation is a lot easier because you can do a lot of voice covers on it. I mean, that's easy. But I think Ghostbusters actually did it right because the first Ghostbusters and the Ghostbusters 2 it was really hard to swallow to watch. But with Ghostbusters, they like actually continued it and made it into a story saying that, hey, it's the grandkids of this guy and so forth. And I was okay with it. Like I haven't watched any of the newer Ghostbusters, but I want to. But like from what I know and what I read and heard, that's something that is like, okay, they're not remaking it. They're continuing it, like you said. And the way that the story is plotted out, I'm like, okay, I can get behind that.
Like Avatar.
My goodness.
I thought the movies were good, but
not commenting. But yeah, so I am, there are a few out next year that I am looking forward to. So I mean, I think it's going to be a good year now that the writers are back and they're acting and it's all coming out.
Yeah, one of the movies I'm like that they're coming out with is they're keeping the monster universe alive, which I love. The new Godzilla King Kong movie. I've seen the trailers for it. I'm stoked for it. I love that stuff. I've been watching Godzilla forever, and it's just awesome seeing what they have done with it. And also, continuing is like Sonic 3. I have all three. I have 3 boys. We have all watched all the Sonics. They've been pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, I don't know about Sonic. Only because I don't really like the graphics. Because I'm so used to, the game version and then trying to compare it to the movie version. I don't know it. I mean, I don't know. I think the movie version is kind of off when it comes to the graphics of
Oh, you throw Jim Carrey in there. Oh, it is gold.
it. Well, because Jim
Well, don't
Carrey's a
forget-
really good actor.
Because they had to redo Sonic. I don't know if you guys knew that.
The bad animation. Speaking of
Yeah,
that,
it was
the
a lot worse
horrible-
animation before it came out. It was horrible. He like had no nose or something like that. His shoes were incorrect from what the
Big
game was,
teeth.
and they changed everything before they even sent that out. So
They had to be delayed because it was bad artwork.
yep, and you got this Despicable 4's coming out also. Then a new Twister, believe it or not, and it's a continuation of the movie. It's not a remake. So
And then I'm also looking forward to Deadpool 3.
never heard of it.
Really? With Ryan Reynolds? Okay, you're joking.
He's kidding.
But no,
I
I'm
saw bits
actually
and pieces of the first one.
I've seen the first two. I'm interested in seeing the third one, especially because they got Hugh Jackman to be Wolverine again, and he said he'd never be Wolverine again. But here he is. He's in Deadpool 3 being Wolverine.
Yeah, and he's wearing the classic
They're making-
yellow '97 Wolverine.
Yeah.
And that's
They're
a new
making
TV
a-
show that's coming out also as an X-Men.
They're making a TV show of Ted. You know, the
Yeah.
movie Ted.
That's
Yeah,
what I
we
was
talked about
talking
that earlier. So yeah, if they're coming out with that, yeah.
So yeah, definitely some good movies coming out. All right, and then so we have a topic: top 10 favorite party movies. Now
Yeah.
here's the thing. I don't know what exemplifies and is as known as party movies unless they have party in the title. So I mean, my choices were movies that if it had at least one party scene in it, it's considered a party movie. So, Chris, do you have a few there? Or?
I do. We'll go House Party.
What party?
House Party.
I never heard of that one.
1990. It was a hip hop
Wow.
comedy.
Roadhouse.
No,
House
no,
Party.
that's the name is House Party.
Okay. Number 9, American Pie. Hangover. Dazed to Confused.
Yeah.
Can't Hardly Wait. 21 and Over. Old School. Super Bad. Project X. Animal House.
I like Animal House.
Yep, John Belushi. Rest in peace.
Tim, do you have a few in your head or anywhere?
Oh
where-
yeah, you're bringing me back all the way to like high school and college days. We got like I know Chris talked about Dazed and Confused. Like Matthew McConaughey is there in it, saying all right, all right, all right. Like also with that movie, you had High Times at Richmond High. You got Accepted, which was a great movie. Euro Trip.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with American Pie or Old School whatsoever. And Superbad is a pretty good one. And so those are my few that I have watched in my time.
Okay, those are some good ones. I mean, I have things like The Hangover, so Wedding Crashers. The
original or
Yeah, the original. and like I said, The Wedding Crashers, Super Bad, all the American Pie movies, from American Pie to American Reunion. I got What Happens in Vegas, Coyote Ugly. I've got the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
I've got Eurotrip. I have Accepted and a movie called Ma, which I thought,
Moms. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
okay. Yeah, I never saw it till probably about a month ago, and I actually liked it. So,
Yeah, and like there's a few that like randomly popped into my head. Porky's. I don't know if you guys ever seen Porky's
oh
before.
yeah, I have.
Chris, I don't know if you ever seen that one. If you haven't, I recommend
Which one?
watching it. Porky's. You said Road Trip. I think that's another good one. And we had always, what is it? Weird Science. That's what I was thinking of.
Weird Science. Yeah, there's that one.
And we're missing Revenge of the Nerds, Beer Fest, and one of my personal favorites is Wayne's World.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. How did I miss that one?
Airheads. That's another one.
That's yeah. Oh yeah, with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny, like with all those movies like Wayne's World and Airheads, Chris Farley's in every single one of those as well.
Yeah, I used to like watching Chris Farley a lot. So
Hey, we could throw Billy Madison in it. Come on.
hey, they do have a party out by the pool.
Oh, they do with swans. Stop looking at me, swan.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, I thought and like I said, it was just movies that I chose that had some kind of party in it. Even if it's a scene, I even had She's All That. So
10 Things I Hate About You, something about Barry.
yeah, there you go.
What Women Want.
So, I mean, having all those. And let's see. So, I guess the
Hurry on, Jane.
What?
Oh,
No.
how can you forget about Wayne's World? Party time, party time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I mean,
Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth.
yeah, I don't know how I
if I can.
I don't know how I forgot Wayne's World. I mean, yeah, real good movie. I really like that. So, thanks for reminding me, Mother. So, but
That reminds me of Wedding Crashers now. Mom! You're not
yeah,
right?
I actually watched Wedding Crashers the other day too. So, but no. Anyway, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to trivia.
Oh, I'm not gonna win.
You're not gonna win.
I am not gonna win.
Because trivia's fun. I like
Oh, it
trivia.
is fun, but if it's entertainment, I am out. Like, well, yeah, I went to a trivia night one night, and it was all Disney themed. I'm like, oh, I could do that. Nope.
You're like, I know this. They say the question. It's like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
Pretty
see, and normally when James does this, he reads the questions, and normally I'm the one getting the answers. So, all right. Let's see here. This goes to since Tim's the guest tonight. This will go to Tim first.
Alrighty.
In the Matrix, which color pill does Neo take? The blue or the red?
He took a pill? Is
You
that how he
haven't
became
seen
John
Matrix?
Wick?
Huh?
Is that how he became John Wick, just by taking that pill?
Good question.
Become a bad apple. Take this. I think you
Which
took the
one?
red one.
Blue one.
Yes,
Oh.
it was red. Tim's right.
Morpheus, is that you?
Okay, Chris.
Yes.
What is the name of the skyscraper in Die Hard?
Oh,
Um.
And it's been all over while Christmas was going on.
I actually
The
know
Walk
this
of
one.
Fame. I don't know.
No, Tim.
So I know this because I watch Die Hard almost every Christmas time, and also at work we had like a Christmas contest on who can make the best putt, and we made the tower, the skyscraper. It's a bank, and it's the Nainoki Tower or something like that. Namaki
The Nakatomi.
Nakatomi, yes, the
We'll
Nakatomi
give it
Tower.
to you.
Yeah,
So
You're on the right
yeah,
track. I think.
yeah, you're on the right track. You got it.
sushi. It's the sushi tower. It's that one. Big tower with the fire.
Yeah, it's on fire.
Yeah.
All right, this goes to Tim. The head of what animal is front and center in an infamous scene from The Godfather?
What animal?
Yeah, what head of an animal?
What head? I never seen The Godfather, guys.
Oh, you want to take a guess?
Oh, I'm gonna say a pig.
No.
Okay.
Well,
What?
you know, I'm playing. Is bear?
Nope, it's a horse.
Of course.
I was gonna go. Of course, it was.
Let's see. This goes to Chris.
Yep.
In what and you may not get this because this is a little before I was born. In what 1976 thriller does Robert De Niro famously say, "You talking to me"?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You talking to me?
I should know this, but I don't.
Tim?
I don't know.
Taxi.
Yep. Well, Taxi Driver. But
I guess I know more than I thought. Sorry.
close enough.
You talking to me?
You must be talking to me. Let's see. Tim. Find a good one for you. Wow, these ones are bad. Okay. What Hollywood movie star plays himself in Zombieland?
Oh, it's Bill Murray.
Yep. Got that right. Let's see. Chris.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm trying to find an easy one for you. Let's see. Okay, what animated classic was the first film of the late 20th century Disney Renaissance?
Aladdin?
Nope. Tim, do you know it?
What was the question again?
Question was, what animated classic was the first film of the late 20th century Disney Renaissance?
Late Disney Renaissance. It was made in 1920.
20th century.
Oh, 20th century Disney Renaissance. I have two in my mind. I'm gonna go with Brave.
Nope.
Is it the Three Musketeers?
No. The Little Mermaid.
What? Okay.
It was made in the 20th century,
Yeah.
not set in 20th century.
Do a couple more here. Tim,
Yeah.
who played the unsinkable Molly Brown in Titanic?
That's the ship that sunk. Molly Brown. Who played Molly Brown?
Who's the actress that played Molly Brown on Titanic?
I just know two people that were in it. It was Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. That's it.
No.
Okay.
Chris?
I have no clue.
Kathy Bates.
She probably floated, but that's all right.
All right, here's an easy one for you, Chris. Which Alfred Hitchcock thriller is notorious for its shocking shower scene?
I know it's wrong, but we'll go Saw. I don't know.
Nope. Tim?
I know, but I don't know.
Is it American Psycho?
It's well, Psycho, yeah. And then one more. Let's see. Trying to find some easy ones here. Okay. Tim. 3 of Jim Carrey's blockbusters, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, were all released in what year? I'll give you 4 choices: 92, 91, 96, or 94.
What Ace Ventura was it? Was it Pet Detective?
Yes.
I gotta say 96.
Nope.
92.
Chris? Nope.
92.
94.
94. Okay.
94.
I was
movie.
thinking of When Nature Calls. That's where my mind went.
That was the second one.
Yeah. Because no one talks about the
Places
first
out,
one.
Dan.
Your flashlight's digging into my hip.
Let's see. And then the last one, starting with Chris. Okay, I'll try this one. Which movie star is killed off in the opening scene of Scream?
The first one?
Yes. Neve Campbell, Sissy Spacek. Let's see. I need to think of one woman here. Halle Berry or Drew Barrymore.
I'm going to go with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, you got it. So anyway, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Chris, we'll go with Chris. Any last words, last comments before?
Thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. Great shows coming in network in 2024. New shows, returning shows. Just stay tuned with the network. And we'll see you next time for Entertainment Hour and on deck or Morning Tailgate on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Chris and Tim.
Well, it's good to be back with you guys. Hopefully I can do more. But things are crazy, but it was fun. And I enjoy Coast to Coast. They have a lot of shows and some stuff that is up and coming, and shows are like new seasons are happening and shows also being revamped. So just continue to follow and just check and just watch us grow.
All right, thank you, Tim, and I do want to thank everyone for watching and leaving comments. Hopefully, James gets better so that this show can go back to normal. And just want to say, as my tagline underneath my name says, goodbye 2023, hello 2024. So we will see you again next Friday for Entertainment Hour, and I hope everybody has a good night.